Peekaboo! Hey adventurers, welcome to West Virginia. Check out this little salamander we just found. This is a eastern redback salamander. It's very colorful, very obvious to identify with that nice red back to it. And they even have nice sort of lovely stomachs with a lot of speckling on the side too. But this is an excellent sort of first species of our adventure, and just under this muddy log here. So hopefully we'll have some good variety. I'm hoping we get at least one of the endemics for the Appalachian range out here. So stay tuned and let's get flipping. All right, bye fella. Aha, yes. Well, this is special. Look at this little salamander here. Now, there are two species that are very similar, and so we need to look at his chin in order to figure it out. If you can see that, he has a very light colored chin. Well, that is our main field mark to differentiate the Cumberland Plateau salamander and the northern slimy salamander. The one with the light chin, this guy, is the Cumberland Plateau, and it's very special because it's pretty endemic to this area, just to West Virginia, Kentucky, and a little bit of Tennessee. So very cool to have this one. This one is fairly small. They get much bigger than this, almost about, I think, as big as my hand. So this one, not very old, not very big, but definitely a superstar today. Well, we will put this guy back and hopefully have another species or two to share with you. There he goes. All right, this is excellent. We have some frogs making a lot of noise. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, I got something right there. These are some toads. You probably can't see it all that well yet, but check it out. These toads are in amplexus. That means they are mating. Zoom in a little bit for you. These are two, let's see. These look like American toads. That's what we've been seeing. Excellent to see them like that. Very cool. But there is more out. I hear a spring peeper somewhere close by. All right, I guess love is in the air. We got two more toads there. There is another toad, and I think that's two more next to it in amplexus as well. They are definitely getting busy tonight. Look at that. Awesome. There it goes. Oh, there's even another pair right there. So that's 7 in this spot alone, which is awesome. There we go. All right, this is really cool. We have some eggs of all of those toads that we're seeing. Right there is a huge pile of them. And now toads lay eggs in long strings like this. And I see them just all over the place. You can see that same, they're very dark here, but they're lighter in color. I see another string there, another string here. Here is another set of them. And so I am just on the edge of this water because it is difficult to see, and I do not want to step on any of those eggs. But that is so cool to see. And that is all from those American toads. There's another pair. There's another pair. They are just getting busy out here. All right, I finally found a spring peeper. It is right there in the center of the light, to the left of the light now. You can see it. Took a bit of effort, but there it is. These guys are generally really well camouflaged, and they're really small too, so they can be difficult to spot. Now, our main field mark, other than the call, is that X on the back. That is our main sort of visual field mark, but that is all that I've been hearing out here, as other than the toads. Oh, and some of them are starting to call around us. But that is that classic spring peeper sound. Oh wow, this is really exciting. I don't know what this is yet, but I just saw these two critters in the water here. Oh, there's actually three. These are looking a lot like newts. If we get up and close, yep, that is what this is. Look at those red spots. A really easy diagnostic here. These are eastern newts. Look at that. That is so awesome. We've got three of them right here. There goes one swimming. And there may even be more. I'm just not sure yet. There are at least four here. So I already showed you a couple. There's one. Two is on the edge there. Three is a little bit farther back. And then I've spotted a fourth here. They all seem to be coming to this location. I wonder, I don't see any eggs yet. I'm not sure. What is that? Is that an egg sac? I'm not sure, but it's really cool to see these guys. All right, well, we made it to another vernal pool. This one, it has a lot more water through it, and it is deafening. You can hear the spring peepers are everywhere. We've already found one, so I'm not going to spend much time looking for that, but there is another chorus frog that I am hoping to see. We've already got toads. We've got a bunch. Two just swam away. Here's two more. Another one there, another one there, another one in the back. I think they are all American toads. That's what it looks like to me. If I spot any that are different species, I'll let you know. Really just everywhere. Oh, and of course, we've got more egg masses. Look at that. Oh, there's a ton right here. That is so cool to see right on the edge of the water. There really is so much life here right now. I am really hoping for some salamanders in the mix. So let's start looking around, and there's another toad. It looks like they're just everywhere. All right, let's see what we can find. This is good. We've got a male calling right in front of us. You can see its throat was puffed up. I think it stopped because I brought the light down. And I thought we had a female coming over to it, but it looks like that female is already in amplexus. So this frog will have to attract a different mate. Oh, they're all over the place here. Look at that. And one is calling very close. I don't see it. Oh, this guy's calling again. Now you can see it. And of course, right next to a big egg mass, all these little strings. You can see the individual strands there and a big glob. This is just party town. They're just all over the place here. There comes another. So we now have another species of coarse frog. It's going to be a little tough to see, but if we come in right in there, you can see its face sticking out a little bit. We'll see if we can get a better view. This is a mountain chorus frog. Now, I was able to find this guy because he was calling, and a little pro tip that frogs will respond to recordings. So I use the Schechter Natural History's Guide to Reptiles and Amphibians to play this call, and that way he would respond while I was nearby and with the flashlight on. So we're gonna see if I can have him come out a little bit, or at least find another one so you can see the field marks. All right, well, this guy was very cooperative. I was able to just pull his leaf out, and you can see him there. And it's a little hard to see with the shine of the light. But on the back, there's some markings. They're not, you don't see that X like we saw with the spring peepers. Oh, that, my headlamp just went out. So let's move over to, whoa, okay. Uh-oh. I've got another light, but I am stuck in the muck. Right, with this lighting, you can see those dark marks a little bit better. They're not super prominent on this guy, but you might be able to make it out as more of a parenthesis and not that clearly marked X we had with that spring peeper. He has a lovely white lip to him as well. This is an excellent frog, and it is my lifer as well. That dark triangle on the head is another field mark. A lot of the chorus frogs have similar markings to that. Well, I just heard one calling. Maybe we'll be able to get some more audio, but very, very cool. We're gonna go put this guy right back where we found him and see what else is out tonight. All right, you should be able to hear them calling now. But that is what this guy sounds like. It sounds much more sort of like a ratchet, sort of ratcheting up than the spring peeper. So anyway, go back and find yourself a mate. You gotta jump that way. There we go. Bye, guy. All right, let me show you that little tip I was talking about. So we have the Schechter Natural History Guide to Reptiles and Amphibians. And if we go in here, we want mountain chorus frog. There we go. You can see what it looks like, the field marks I talked about, but here is the audio calls. Now, you can hear some frogs in the background, I think, but none in this immediate pond here. And then if I just hit play, and almost immediately I'm hearing other frogs, some calling from there, some are there. If we wait a little bit longer, there's one in this section that might start calling. And just so that you know that you can hear the difference. Oh, there's a toad walking by. Oh yeah, they're calling here. Okay, I'm gonna stop it and you'll hear that they're still calling. So now, of course, we can use that to search this area a little bit more thoroughly to see if we can find another. Oh, yes, 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 yes! Oh, look at this! This is a four-toed salamander. And you can see right away, you can see at the bottom of the tail here, it has this white belly. It's very unique to this salamander. Look at that. That white belly with those black spots. It is the only salamander out here that I know of that has a belly pattern like that. Look at this guy. They also have, let's see if you can focus in on it a little better. You can see that there's like a tightening right at the tail. That's another field mark for this guy. Let me focus on it a little bit better. There we go. That little tightening. So we do see it in some other salamanders, but this guy has it as well. And of course, they're known for having 4 toes, which I believe is a little unique for salamanders out in this area. I think a lot of them do have 5 toes. So let me see if I can count them. Yep, 4 toes on the back and 4 toes on the front. What an excellent guy. I'm really cooperative too. But we're gonna put this guy back under his log and go look for the next species to show you out here in West Virginia. Hey buddy, go on back. See you later. All right, we have some more toad eggs here. You can barely make it out. It's a little difficult with the glare, but you can see those strings. More toad eggs. There's a bunch more up here, and there's even some in some of the other puddles around the parking lot. This is great. We did not find any toads in this particular pond last night, but we did in the ones that were right by. So I don't know if these were laid last night or certainly probably laid within the last week. So really cool to see all those little eggs that are just bundled up inside those strings. Whoa, look at that. All right, This is awesome. That I can already tell is a wood frog. It is very pink. It is not showing up that well on the camera, the colors, but this is something that you can try doing, flipping back the moss. Be sure to put it back afterwards. But this little wood frog has buried himself underneath the moss here. And if we look from the side, he might still be hibernating, or, I mean, we've had plenty of nice weather, so he shouldn't necessarily be hibernating. He should be out breeding, but you can see that black mask on the side. That is one of the main field barks, but they're the only frog out here that gets this nice pink color. Because this frog is nice and bundled up, I'm gonna leave him here. I'm not gonna take him out. I'm just gonna put the moss back. But I do want to tell you about one very special adaptation about these wood frogs. They are the only frog that can actually freeze. So when it's really cold, and so these frogs you can even find in Alaska, they can be out in the open. It can be freezing temperatures, and this frog has a unique ability where they produce some sort of enzyme that doesn't allow their cells to freeze as it gets colder around them. So they'll be literally frozen, and then they will de-thaw back to life in the springtime. So excellent to see that little guy there. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna put his moss back because he is in such a good spot. I don't want to disturb him, but it's a cool way to look for more critters, peeling back the moss like this. Oh, I see tail. Okay, there we go. Another salamander. Look at that. Now, if you remember from earlier, these ones that are spotted like this and mostly sort of dark color, there's two species out here, both the Cumberland Plateau and the northern slimy salamander. And so what we want to do is we want to flip them over and look at their chin, if you'll let me. Here you go. You can see the chin color. I hope you were able to see that. But that chin is fairly light, much lighter than the belly. And so this is another Cumberland Plateau. So we will make sure that his log is back in place properly and put him back right where we found him. Oh, nope, you want to go back under your log. Bye, buddy.
Well, this has been an excellent adventure in West Virginia. If you like this kind of content, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm Greg Schechter. This is Schechter Natural History, and I'll see you in the field.